Alright, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we are going to be going over a topic that has been on my mind recently, and this has to do with global warming. I've noticed a lot of different media and different sources of communities kind of pretty much blowing everything out of the water with global warming and completely exaggerating a lot of things. Some of these things are like saying global warming is going to lead to the end of the world, and all sorts of different stuff that just it doesn't add up, and I'm gonna touch upon those things in this video. Another thing that I do want to touch upon is certain Christian organizations selfishly want to get rid of the knowledge of global warming out of schools, which I do not agree with. And again, I will also be touching up on that topic as well in this video. So stick around, leave a like if you guys enjoy it, and without further ado, let's get on to the video. So before we go too far into the video, I think it's important that everybody understands what global warming is. So if you do a quick Google search, it'll tell you that global warming is a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, generally attributed to the greenhouse effect caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other pollutants. So basically what they're saying is the everyday things we use, such as cars, factories, all this different stuff puts carbon dioxide into the air, and it causes the temperature of the earth to increase. So this is very much true, and there are a lot of different studies out there that prove this, but it appears to me that the media actually sees the potential harm that global warming is capable of, and it seemed to cause the media to get led into the assumption that global warming is going to be the end of the world, which is simply not the case, and I'm going to be going over the reasons why later. But I want to make it very clear to you guys that global warming really does have the potential to do these things, but I don't believe that they're actually going to happen because we have multiple different inventions that we use today that can help put an end to global warming. And if we didn't have these things, then yes, global warming would be a much bigger threat than it is. And there are two major things that global warming can cause that would eventually lead to a lot of apocalyptic situations that we would face here on Earth. So one of the first major things that global warming can cause is the kill off to certain species. Now, maybe you guys haven't known this, but the human race is very reliant on other species in order to survive. A really good example of this would be the honeybee. The honeybee, they go around and they pollinate our flowers, and it helps seeds and different types of plants grow in our environment. And if climate change continues to happen and if temperatures rise, the slightest amount of temperature change for a bee or a lot of other insects, if it's slightly changed even by the slightest, it can kill off a lot of different bees. And we're even facing that problem today in society. We're seeing a lot of honeybees just randomly die for no reason, and we're not really sure why. But we can say for sure that global warming can cause that sort of thing to happen. A second major thing that global warming can cause is the kill off of our crops. Now, the crops that we grow contribute to a big portion of the type of food that we're able to make and produce. And if temperatures continue to rise and increase, these crops won't be able to grow. They'll just simply die off because of the environmental change, and the temperature will just kill them off completely. They need to be at certain temperatures or they just won't be able to grow. And if these crops can't grow, we won't be able to grow food. And if this food goes scarce, that could lead to civil war, and civil war can lead to a lot of other really bad situations. And even with all of that said, it's clear to see the potential threat that global warming has on us, but in no way, shape, or form will global warming be the end of the world. There's just no way that's going to happen. And that's simply because we have a lot of inventions that we use today in society to counter global warming. For example, the electric car. It's a vehicle that runs on electricity, and it doesn't put any CO2 into the air, and it's environmentally a lot cleaner than cars that we use as of right now. Another invention that we use in today's society is solar panels. These solar panels gather light from the sun, and it helps generate whatever we need to use, and it's an efficient fuel source, and it's a lot better than using fossil fuels. And on top of that, we have several different inventions that are currently in development that can drastically counter global warming. A really good example of this would be the maglev train. And basically what this train does is it uses a giant magnet at the bottom of the rail, and they use the magnetic force as an energy source, and it causes the train to go pretty fast. I've heard from somewhere that it even makes the train go faster than the current trains that we have now. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong about that. But anyways, another really good invention that is currently in development as of right now would be these artificial trees. Now, I've heard I forgot the name of the research team that is developing this, but basically what it is this large giant machine that they're going to stick on into freeways, and it acts sort of like a tree, and what it does is collect the carbon dioxide particles in the air, and it sticks it together on the tree. And it can be easily washed down with water and reused over and over again. And when they use that, we can see that sometime in the future pretty soon. Maybe within the next 6 years, we could possibly be seeing these put all over freeways. So with all the technology that we have, there's just no way I can see global warming bringing us all down. And even scientists are saying that global warming is not going to be the end of the world. And for some reason, a lot of people in the media are claiming that scientists are saying that, but I've done my research and I can't find anywhere. I've looked all over the internet. I can't find one article or source of any scientist saying that global warming is going to be the end of the world. But they have been saying that it's a threat to our society, and for the most part it is. It can cause a lot of damage. Now, the final thing I want to talk about in this video is a certain Christian organization. Now, before I give you guys some more context on what I'm saying here, I just want to make it very clear to you guys that I am a Christian, so everything I'm about to say right now is not my biased viewpoint. Again, I identify as a Christian. So let me go ahead and give you guys some more context on what I'm saying about this Christian organization. So they basically feel that the knowledge of global warming should not be taught in schools. And their reasoning for that is they're pretty much saying, well, we believe in God, and the Bible says that the end of the world is only going to happen by God, not man. Man cannot end the world, only God can end the world. And I'm a Christian, so I agree with them. I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that the earth is going to end due to global warming. I don't believe that. But they don't want this knowledge of global warming shared in schools, and I disagree with that very much. I also forgot to mention that they also want the knowledge of global warming out of schools because they feel that global warming is not important. It's not important to learn about. And they just want to get rid of the knowledge. They don't want any schools talking about it, and they don't want students wasting their time researching it and learning about it. And I disagree with that a lot. So the reason why I do disagree with that is because I feel people have the right to learn about something that they're genuinely interested in. So if you were going to a campus, like a college campus, and you wanted to learn about global warming, you've been hearing about it, and you're just genuinely interested in learning about global warming, are you not going to teach that student about global warming simply because you're a Christian and you don't think that it's important? Do you see how kind of like selfish that is to view it that way? I just don't I don't think that it's right for anyone to do that, and I can't say I really agree with this church organization. And I don't know, I just can't see any legit Christian organization wanting something like this. Like, it's very unfair to the public to kind of demand that this kind of knowledge gets taken out of school. It's just wrong. You know, everybody has the right to learn about things that they're interested in. There are plenty of things that I'm interested in learning about that doesn't relate to the Bible. Like, for example, like, I'm really interested in trying to make a YouTube channel. That has nothing to do with God or the Bible, but I'm interested in learning about it, and I've been learning more and more about it. Do you want me to stop learning about YouTube because it doesn't relate with God and what you believe in? No, that's stupid. So, anyways, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys think. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future content. And let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about global warming? Do you believe that the end of the world is gonna happen due to global warming? Do you think it's wrong to remove the topic of global warming out of schools? I really want to know what you guys think, so go ahead and leave any comment you want, and I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys are awesome. Peace out.